All right, so I'm gonna play this all the way through. Then I'm gonna give you my breakdown. So let's get into it. All right, now as we can see, what just occurred. Um, I'm in a post with my guy or whatever, and I want to go for a post fade, right? Step back into a fadeaway, which is a pretty easy bucket with this player here because he's basically perfect in the post, at least from the fade, right? Face up also, right? So this is his shot, right? And the clock is winding down. We got about, what's that, 4 seconds? It's down to 1 second. So I want to post fade him. You know, if I get a good release on this, I'm going to make it, which I usually do most of the time, even with a little defense there. And what happens here is that I'm forced into not taking the shot. All right. Now, even though I'm holding on this and I want to get the shot off, the game, the algorithm understanding what's going on and not wanting that to happen. This is the whole key. This is the key of it all. This is why I say the things that I say on this channel, is why I go in on this game, because the algorithm, it just decides what it wants to be the case, right? So seeing as how it does not want that to happen, it forces a jump ball situation. So it prevents me from being able to actually shoot the ball, right? Because it wants me to put it back down and force a jump ball situation with a guy who's actually behind me, right? He don't even have his hands on the ball, right? No homo. He don't even have his hands on the ball. And they're forcing a jump ball situation to occur, right? So even though his hands are not on the ball, they're going to make it, they're going to allow it to turn into a jump ball scenario because that was the predetermined outcome. That's what was staged to happen. That was what was a part of the script, right? So forget the fact that I'm actually trying to shoot the ball. They just ignore that. The algorithm, once again, it decides what it wants to happen, and it forces that to be the case. It's not just basketball. You don't just get to freelance all the time. You don't just get to play according to actually what you're doing and what should happen. The game will decide for you. In many instances, it will decide for you what's going to go down. Right? And that's how this works. You could be doing a dribble move, trying to go a certain direction to do this, to do that. In the game, it'll if it want to, it just make you, kind of stumble or go the other way, or you'll be running this direction. It'll force you to stop right in your tracks, right on a dime for no reason. All right, you could be trying to many times. I would try to do a post spin, right? I'll try to spin out of the post, and my dude, he just stand there, like what he's doing right now. He just continue to back up, try to back the player down, and he just stand there, right? The game, it'll just ignore your inputs. It just cut you right off because, once again, it's deciding what it wants to happen rather than just allowing basketball to play out naturally. A lot of what happens in this game is highly contrived, is forced, is predetermined, is scripted, right? It's not just allowing things to just play out according to what you're actually doing. They're taking control over the game when it has a certain narrative that it wants to play out. When it has a certain thing that it wants to happen, it'll just say arbitrarily, you know what, forget about what you're actually doing. Here's what we want to happen. Right? Gimmicky, narrative, scripted garbage, basically. All right, but they give you a certain degree, really a high degree of free will to kind of, it makes it feel more organic than what it actually is. All right, but when it wants to, it just step in and just take over everything. All right, anyway, peace.